Welcome back to the Let's Talk Bikes YouTube channel with myself, Josh Spinks, and Callum Swan.
I'm not ready.
Not ready, but I am. That's always the case, Swanee.
Not prepared.
Shall we go again?
I'm ready. Yeah,
You
no,
ready
let's
now?
go.
We're all good.
Back in the room.
Brought to you by P1 Construction here at Moto 101, Reset Ascension Media, JSMX Coaching.
Work sports insurance.
That's it.
Yeah.
Clean. So
Anyone wants to jump on, feel free.
yeah, we're going to ramp this up going into the winter time when the tracks are a little bit wetter and perhaps not so many bike riding videos, but we've got some cool stuff coming up. And we've just reeled off some sponsors there, haven't we, of people involved. So what shall we go straight in with that as the
Go straight
topic
into
of
sponsorship, yeah.
the episode? So what's interesting is my career has involved obviously many different sponsors. You as a friend was also a sponsor.
Yeah.
You've been both sides of the fence as a sponsor and currently having sponsors for Little Cooper.
Yeah, I've also, been involved in getting sponsors for people as well.
Yeah.
Been really good at that. Did quite a big deal for Olivia Reynolds with Yuasa batteries.
Yes.
That was a big one.
Huge, wasn't it?
It was good, yeah. Like, got a bike and stuff out. I think they supported the American thing at the start. There was a lot of money flying around. So yeah, no, it's something I'm good at.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's a balance, isn't it, of daring to ask, put yourself out there.
Yeah.
But it's not as simple as just putting a Instagram story up saying I'm looking for sponsorship, which, sometimes you might get lucky, you might gain someone small, someone that's just going to give you a bit of product and think, I'd like to know that person.
Yeah,
but there's more to it.
We got a message the other day. Some guy wants to sponsor Cooper with seat covers, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
just something else. But I mean, you're always going to get them little ones through Instagram.
Yeah,
it's going to be a lot harder to get money out of people, get free product, getting dough.
Yeah, the money side is just hard in the UK. Full stop, isn't it?
Yeah,
we don't know the ins and outs of what a professional motocross racer actually makes in the UK. I wonder for people at a younger age that are, aiming high to become British Championship, I wonder if they're in an American mindset of that there is some big figures available.
It's tough, isn't it? Because
it's not there, is it?
It's not there. I think the top guys are, it's probably your top line. I mean, I know Tommy does very well.
Yeah.
Because of what he's done and where he's been, and probably worth a little bit more because of the media side of things he puts out the back of it. But if you're not Tommy, your top line's probably 80 grand a year.
Yeah. If I was to guess, and things get chucked around a little bit, don't they? I would have probably arrived at the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
And that's for
I mean, there's a lot of risk for 80 grand a year. You might as well work behind a desk.
Yeah, but 80 is still a lot of money in some people's eyes, and it is a healthy amount of money.
But also,
it's what's involved.
There's earning potential past it as well.
Yeah.
So like what you do well at your coaching.
Yeah.
So it's there is opportunity off the back end of it, even if you didn't quite make it to that level.
Yeah, I suppose what we're clearing up here is
expectations.
The expectations of what's at the end of the road in the UK. If you're very smart, there is ways to earn a good living. And 80 grand is not a small amount of money, to be honest.
No, especially when you're young.
But it's about the risk that's involved and stuff. And it's just, I suppose that's the first thing, isn't it? Just clearing up that side of it. In America, it's different gravy, isn't it? Because it's a massive scene.
A lot of the amateur stuff they get I think there's some, I've read it before, there's something with actually paying there will be ways around it. They'll pay the parents or something. But I think a lot of it's college funded, isn't it? Like they fund their college tuitions and there's things like that.
Work the angles.
They do work the angles. So they'll have it'll be paid into a college fund.
Who was it that recently did the podcast? I'm terrible with names. Trey Kennard. I think he was slipping some digits out there that he was getting paid as a amateur.
Big money.
And it was big money. And it would have to be controlled by the parents and stuff. But I think it's just understanding that we're, as a country, quite small in comparison with the opportunities available. It shouldn't stop anyone aiming to achieve.
It's all relative, though, out there, you've got a lot more people after that position. How many Trey Canards are there at the practice tracks? At the facilities and things, there's a lot. You've got to be so lucky still to slip through the net. I think when you're outside of that bubble of the facilities and things, maybe you can be in a bit of a better spot with breaking through.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's less. You know what I mean? Like when you've got a big pool of fish.
Yeah.
Of big fish.
Big fish.
It's different.
Well, yeah, it is different. But so that's that. What's your take on what's a good way to approach a sponsor? Do you think phone call, email, through social media? Like, how would you...
What I've always done, and I see there's a few kids that I see doing it now. When I've been at the British Championship rounds this year, where the money is, where the sponsors are, it's the only place anyone cares about in the UK. You've got the Stebbins guy there. He does a lot for people, like Callum Mitchell and stuff.
Yep.
Dirt Store, Nick, top bloke, again, helps a lot of people. You've got to put yourself in the right situations to start with. That's got to be number one.
Yeah.
When I've been at the British rounds this year, Jazowski.
Yeah, on the 85.
Always there.
Yeah.
He's always there.
Yeah.
Knocking around, walking about. He's having a weekend off. He's coming to watch. He's surrounding himself with people who are familiar with him.
Yeah.
Put yourself in the spot, because a lot of these dudes with money haven't got time to be sat on Instagram looking through all your shit.
No, that's 100% right.
Put yourself in front of them. Walk around the pits. Present yourself well. Talk about yourself a little bit. Other people will do the talking for you if you're good enough.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of a number one thing that I noticed him doing it this year, and there's a few of them.
Which is great. His age as well, isn't it?
Obviously,
coming from his parents, obviously. But how old would you say he is now? 12?
It's got to be, yeah. He's young. He's just come off 65, hasn't he?
Yeah, straight to the big wheel. So an amazing rider to watch. So yeah, I fully agree with what you're saying there. It's the whole, you can't beat speaking to people in person.
Correct.
Like you're saying, because I think that from the person being asked for sponsorship, it's almost like, I really like the confidence of this rider.
Kid,
he's introducing himself, and it's like on a professional level. There's nothing wrong with having a bit of a social media post, I'm looking for some support, but we're trying to basically say that's one way of doing it.
Yeah.
This is a way with
an
probably more...
An alternate way. I think carries a bit more weight.
More weight, exactly that. You've got more chance of creating something.
Yeah, no, it interested me when I saw him knocking around this year. I mean, obviously, he will have some industry sponsored, I'd imagine. Anyway, so he's got that little lean in to the right people. But people notice it. I definitely noticed it.
Yeah,
and it was
enough
good,
to speak about it, exactly.
And, if I was a man in a position where I had some money to give someone, I'd be like, that kid's making a bit of an effort to be around the right people.
I mean, I can relate to that, because there was a while ago, and for me, it took some confidence. Naturally, it was not necessarily easy for me to just go and speak to strangers all the time. So there is that side of it. It's difficult. But there's something about a motocross race is like pushing yourself, and not just on the bike, but putting yourself in positions like that, social situations and so on. So I think that is a really good point. But I used to go to the dirt bike show and print out proposals.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just like 3 pages long. Just basically, this is who I am. This is what I did with my racing this year. These are my goals. This is what I can do for you.
Yeah.
This is what my social media does. And some, likes.
And I guess at that point, you probably had a little website and stuff as well, didn't you?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
That was the thing, wasn't it, back in the day? You had a little landing page.
Yeah, just something, isn't it? But again, I got people get in touch with me, and I met some people like Verd Sports and stuff.
Yeah.
At the dirt bike show, and that was a big thing for me.
Yeah.
But it just goes hand in hand with what you're saying, just having the confidence to shake someone's hand and say, this is what I've prepared.
Yeah.
So they straight away, and you think, this guy's serious.
Yeah.
He really wants the support. He's done something in the background, spent a bit of time on this proposal, printed it out, come and see me in person. if it's a no, because they can't support, that's fair. But that might give you the edge on someone that's just DM them on social media.
Another thing I'd always recommend to people as well, through experience, your social media, make sure, just think about what you post. I didn't used to think about what I posted. I used to post
clean this
all
up a bit.
sorts of crap, and as I've gone on, I've learned to not do that. And, fortunately now, my Facebook, because I've behaved myself for so long, is now monetized.
Yeah. Same, just recently.
Yeah, and I'm earning, I'm earning about $600 a month now off my Facebook.
Yeah.
Now you've got to be really careful about what you're putting on there. Out on your kids' Instagrams, make sure you're not posting anything political, because you never know who's looking as well. If you've got someone who's looking at you, potential sponsor, you post something that they don't agree with, you're out. Be flipping so careful with what you are posting, because it doesn't matter whether you fit. If you're in a position where you need help, if you're in a position where you don't need help, post whatever you like. If you're in a position where you do need help from people, you need to be liked by everybody.
Yeah.
So try not to post anything that's, causes division.
Yeah.
So keep your opinions out of your post. Be really clean with it. With Cooper's Instagram, we follow 527 people because it's his number. It just looks cool.
That's funny because I did that for a while.
Yeah.
Same thing. Just fit on a number. I think it was 1,000.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people I follow, but it just stopped at that.
Yeah. So if we only follow 527.
Yeah.
So again, those people sometimes have to bin people.
Yeah.
Because if someone follows us, which has got, like a few 100,000 followers, they might look like a potential someone that could help us in the future.
Yeah.
It might be just some crypto dude in America or whatever.
So then you unfollow his man instead.
I make sure I unfollow someone to fit him in. So it will get to a point though where all those followers on Cooper's will be influential people with big followings on Instagram accounts, or people with that obviously look like they're well to do.
That's a really good point.
Planning, bro.
But it fits with sponsorship. But that's a whole topic in itself. Just following the right people.
Yeah.
For who you want to be and what you're aiming for. I'm the same.
I feel bad sometimes because it'll have some little ripper follow him or something, and I'm like, God, I can't follow you back because it's just gonna ruin my shit.
What is that though? Is that an OCD thing?
It's it just looks nice, doesn't it? The followers are the same as your number, and
I think that's OCD.
Yeah, you look at your page, but it's about presentation, isn't it? If someone sees that and thinks, "Oh, that's cool," this kid knows what he's doing.
Something I do, because I would admit to having a bit of OCD. I think I've mentioned it before, healthily. There was a time when I couldn't leave my house without checking the door 50 times.
I used to do my nutting.
But it's got better. But while you're on the subject of that, when I upload something now, like a reel or something, I from the video I'm uploading, I screenshot the best looking bit.
Yeah.
Go on my editing on the phone, just bring the colours out a bit.
Yeah.
Sharpen it up.
Get it to pop.
That's my thumbnail.
I need to start thinking about that.
Well, I don't think it's necessary, but it's also it just looks nice.
Yeah.
So that's that. So we're also saying then, just around that
make sure you look tidy, presentable, and you are, when you go into a supermarket and you're looking at the steak section.
Yeah.
The one in the fancy box is the one you're always going to pick up and think, if you're going to have a treat, that's the one you're going to pick up because it looks pretty and it's got a gold box around it. So just make sure you are that fancy steak.
Love it.
You know what I mean?
No, it's true. Because if you're going to reach out, they're going to look at that.
Yeah, I think,
obviously. Well, of course they are. They're interested.
They vet you, don't they? Anyone. If I'm going to invest any money in someone, I want to know where it's going to go. And
the biggest thing, to move on from that, but it's true exactly what you're saying, I think people sometimes forget that for most sponsors, not all, it has to be a two-way street.
Yeah.
For some people, and as product mainly within the industry, if they're giving you X amount, in their mind, they need to double that for it to be worth their while.
Yeah.
Obviously, at least make it back. But if they just make it back, has it been worth the time?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a bit of a small business transaction, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say I need to be a little bit better at that. But then again, a lot of people who've helped us with Coop, I've been really lucky they've not expected anything back.
No, not all, I'd say. Not
you
all.
know, like...
Maybe as you get through the ranks, things get a bit more serious.
It's like okay. Like, he's amazing.
Yeah.
Matt's
a great guy.
Matt's kits Cooper out all the time. And
where's yours?
And I say kits Cooper out all the time.
You've not got the deal
I
yet.
ain't got one. No, I do get. He does send me some stuff, but the problem is I just fuck clothes up like that. They're done because I'm in the garage in them, oil everywhere and that. But he looks after it, and I never have to like put promo code. You know, I share certain things for him when he's got like a discount thing or whatever. And I try and do as best a job when he asks me to do something like that. But like you say, it's a business deal, isn't it? It's got to be.
Not like I say, not always.
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes it's just a nice thing to do to help a young rider, and it makes you feel good. But it comes in waves, doesn't it? You know, if we're talking the highest level, some announcements just recently, wasn't it? We was talking about like Tomac and all that sort of stuff. At that point, which is completely different to what we're discussing, but that has to make sense because it's big figures, isn't it? Like he's
dropped Monster.
Yeah.
Been with Monster for how long?
Yeah.
KTM have put a cable clutch on his bike. A cable clutch on an Austrian bike has never happened.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. So they see a lot of value in Tomac.
They must do.
To make all that work.
But then you got to think about it. You're a struggling company. On the back of a lot of bad press. You had an issue with the rider the year before. Tomac's Captain America, isn't he? Always will be. They love him. You know, it's the dream team. You know, they've got the Euro, which they want now. So they've got their Euro, and then they've got Plessinger and Tomac, who are just loved by everyone.
Yeah.
You know, like I think
it's going to create some attention into the team that they already have, but it's a good move, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a money move.
Marketing move, yeah.
Yeah, massive thing. So, yeah, I just think, just back to that point, sometimes if you're going to ask for some support, already know what you're going to do for them.
Yeah.
Have a plan.
Yeah.
Because they want to hear that.
Yeah.
I think the idea of this subject of this podcast we're doing now is to maybe get people to look at sponsorship in a different way, but not be afraid to ask.
So really, like we've got to make ourselves look attractive. So whether that's spending a bit of time trying to build your Instagram following
That's
up,
right.
getting some good content, you know, getting in touch with a media guy like Reese or whoever.
Yep.
You know, get yourself some good content out there. Try and get some reels going.
Yeah.
You know, make it look. Get your product ready, and then go to market with it.
Yep.
You know, that's.
There's got to be something there, isn't there? There's got to be something attractive to get the support you're asking for.
Yeah.
Sometimes people get it because they're just really nice people.
Mate,
and they're hardworking.
I've had people give me money to help Coop when we've gone and done overseas things and when my van blew up, and they'd rather me not even mention them.
Yeah.
But they helped me out when I was in a bit of trouble.
Remind me of, this is really bad because it was, I know him as, it's Ogden, isn't it? Paul, yeah. Ogden, I remember his company.
Yeah.
That was another example, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So let's. I'd obviously like to discuss some of the sponsors that I've had. We'll get into that bit there, but one of the coolest ones was, do you know the cereal that's just everywhere now? Fuel 10K.
Oh yeah, that was a good one, wasn't it?
Remember, Fuel 10K now is like, it's weird to go into a supermarket and not see it.
It's everywhere, and there's even fake versions of it in Aldi.
It's everywhere. It's huge, and same thing. Like 2016 was involved with Suzuki.
Yeah,
which will be another topic we'll talk about. Some teams that worked and didn't, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it was just coming in, and I think they were supporting a Husqvarna team that year. And again, I had a good social media, not too bad. I was running essentially Suzuki's number one rider that year, wasn't I?
Yeah.
So I thought, right, if I'm going to ask anything of anyone, now's a good time.
Yeah.
And I just went on the website, did my research. I didn't just message them. I read what they're about. Do you know what I mean? And like looked into it, spent a good hour on it or so. And then I just submitted one of them forms online, you know, wrote something out.
What was it? Just a contact form?
Yeah, because that's all some websites don't have their emails. It's a contact form. I think that started things. And then I asked on that if I could send my proposal to them.
Yeah, yeah.
And again, because I had this document, like PDF, that I could send over, it was such a quick yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It was awesome.
Yeah.
And they used to send me, it was product basically.
You were fed, weren't you?
Well, they just boxed up stuff every month. Do you know what I mean? Just as much cereal as I needed. And that's cool, isn't it? It's cool to like think back at that.
Did that just stop? Like, what happened?
Yeah, so that year was strange. No, obviously it just went on to bigger things, but it kind of got to the end of the year, and then like any sponsor would, they were just reassessing what they're doing. They probably went into frigging
running
football
or whatever,
or something. Do you know what I mean? Like they really stepped it up because they just caught fire.
Yeah.
So obviously then you try and keep connections going and stuff.
Could I still have my cereal, please?
No, that was a weird one, wasn't it? But
it's cool.
Yeah,
it was like literally a mainstream sponsor.
Yeah, huge.
Which is
it's probably like as a name, like as a product or whatever. It's like one of the biggest things, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I've had other things and other private sponsors and all the rest of it, but when I think back, I just think there's something. If you can go into a supermarket now and just look on all the shelves and see it,
yeah,
and you've been a part,
and
of
you
that.
probably still buy it, don't you, as well?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Oh, do you not? Do you not? No. No. What, out of principle?
No. Well, just Aldi, innit?
Aldi. You buy the fake version of it.
Just Weetabix for me. Bit of honey on it, but that's a different subject.
Fuel 8K instead.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, there's a big thing, in my opinion, of we're just trying to round that up, really. It's like, be prepared. Be prepared to be ignored. Be prepared to someone say no.
Yeah, I mean, you have to just
put yourself out there.
You're gonna get 10 no's to one, yeah.
Probably
100 no's to one, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
keep
going.
That's
what happens.
There was a time, and again, quite daring, but sometimes when I was before all this, I used to just ring random people,
Really?
Yeah, just like from like the pages or whatever.
What?
Yeah, sometimes. When there was a time when I just couldn't afford to write, you know what I mean? It was bad. Yeah. And I was doing some work and stuff, but there was no way I could do. It was like in the area, and I think it was like just like some tradies, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just say, hey, I'm Josh. Nice to meet you. Do you know what I mean? I'm doing this next year. Have you got any interest in bikes? And if they said no, I probably wouldn't have said anything. Do you know what I mean? I said, oh, not to worry. I was looking for a bit of support.
Yeah. That's wicked.
But you gain.
Did you get anything from that?
Yeah, you gain the odd little bit here and there. And some people are really nice and they say, sorry, mate, I'm supporting my local darts team or something, but maybe next year. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool.
It was at a time where it was like, it was all just going to finish.
Struggle bus.
You remember that? Because you're the one that come and saved me with Mick Extance, wasn't it, and the Kawasaki?
Oh, yeah. Remember? Do you remember that? Yeah.
It was a bad time.
Got you out the shit, though, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, so I
felt obliged to.
Yeah, the ship was sinking, wasn't
it?
Big time. But yeah, like, if I was to round up my sort of story with it, that was, I think we've discussed it before, but what year was that? 2013 it was.
13.
Yeah, it was when it all went south.
Yeah.
And then how did that come about with the Mick Extance thing? Because what I would like to also say is things unexpected happen.
Yeah,
like my career's nearly finished multiple times to the point of like
it probably does to a lot of people though, doesn't it? As well.
So it's not just me, but
a lot of people just stop.
Yeah,
I remember one of them thinking back would probably be one of the biggest ones, probably Mickey Eccles.
Yeah,
bloody talented rider. Could have been an MX2 world champion. British champion.
Yeah, he won a race,
definitely at that level when he was on his day, but just couldn't. Yeah, just didn't get offered the deals and the rides, and whether that was down to him
I've got an opinion on that because
We'd have to ask him that question, I guess. But
yeah, again, this has been discussed. This isn't me making rumours up and stuff, but apparently they won the lottery.
I'm not sure.
That was quite discussed.
I think
so they had a lot of money.
They had a few quid, didn't they?
Yeah.
But I think a lot of the problem is with that. I don't know how much they won. I mean, like, winning the lottery is subjective, and it could be a couple $100,000 or it could be a couple hundred
but
million.
It runs out, doesn't it?
It does, but I also think when you have that kind of stigma, and I think people are quiet about it because if that does happen to you, people don't necessarily want to help you.
That's right.
Because they're like, well, you've got more, you've got money, you don't need it.
I think that's a very valid point, and I think that worked against it.
And I think
they was buying onto teams.
Yeah.
Once you've bought onto a team,
you're in that. But then Tommy did that.
Yeah, he announced that, didn't he?
There's different things, isn't there? Like I think when you're coming through in the UK, this is still linked to sponsorship. I think it's quite valid.
Mm.
You will get to a point if you persist and you're good and you get to a stage where you've got potential and you could be a top 10 MX2 motocross rider. You're not going to be offered a salary.
Yeah,
you're going to be offered a bike for 30 grand a year.
Yeah,
probably more. But when you're at that level, as a parent, you've got to look at what that's going to cost you to do.
Yep.
So if I'm going to finance little Cooper's racing through that season, how much is that going to cost me? Is it going to cost me the same if I put him on, I don't know, a Dirt Store Triumph?
Mm-hmm.
If I just give that team 50k and run him?
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of parents properly fuck up when it comes to this crossroad. Scott Elderfield's parents fucked up when it came to this crossroad in America because they were offered, I believe, a Geico deal, but because they had to pay for it,
they said no.
Basically told them to fuck off. But in that position, you either do it or you don't, and if you don't, you're going to really struggle.
Yeah.
If you do, and you then become that MX2 Dirt Store Triumph rider, that opens up many doors.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's not just 50 grand
or
however much it is, 20, whatever. It opens up so many doors. So you need to find that 50k. If you can't come up with it, you find it. Because that's your one shot.
Yeah.
No one, very, very, very rarely will you come from MXY2 to then go into a ride where you're getting paid.
Yeah, a free ride at a push, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like someone like Billy.
Yeah.
Who's like, potential.
That's a good position to be in, isn't it?
Very.
When you've proved enough for it to not cost you. You're already better off.
But I think if you're going to go into probably a British Championship team, you may get a free ride. If you're going to go into a team which is going to do EMX and stuff, very unlikely that you're going to get a free ride.
So it can work two different ways. Tommy was talking about it. So they paid the first year.
Yeah.
I think you got to be smart with that though, because if you're paying for the first year, you sit down and say, look, what results do we need to achieve?
And I think they did that
you
by
got
the
to,
sounds of it, didn't they? Yeah.
To what does the next year look like?
That pathway needs to be written out.
Yeah, because if you're just saying, 30 grand, no worries, bosh.
Yeah, then you get in this cycle where it's like next year 30 grand, this year, And there's a lot of riders that we know that have done that.
Oh, 100%, yeah. And it's limited seats, isn't it? So if you're... It's almost like... I think it happens in Formula 1 and stuff, doesn't it?
It happens in every motorsport.
There's limited seats, so sometimes it's not the talent that gets the seats, because if they give all the talent the seats, the teams aren't bringing money in.
There's no money, yeah. So normally, your second rider's paying your first rider's wages.
Exactly.
And the same in every sport. Your second driver in F1's paying for your...
People listening to this probably didn't even know that.
But then the second driver, second rider, whatever sport, motorsport it is, often that isn't coming out of their pocket. They will have a private sponsor that covers that bill.
Mm-hmm.
But that is normal.
Yeah, it's normal.
Very normal. And it's disappointing to hear. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But that is normal. And you need to, that's part of the stepping stones. If you want to go, because everyone listening to this who's like got a schoolboy dad, we all believe our kids can be world champion.
Oh yeah.
Because that belief's still there. You know what I mean? Like, you climb in,
There's
you get
just the chance.
you see it's a crumb, but like,
Yeah.
you're going out and we're doing everything we can. We're spending all the money we can, but we have to be ready. If you're not prepared for those steps,
Yeah.
then you're just going to be hit with a massive slap of disappointment when you get there.
Yeah, I agree. Here's something interesting. There's loads to talk about sponsorship. I don't know if I can talk freely about it, but let's talk about just Jamie Keefe as a rider. Yeah?
Yeah.
Incredible rider, especially how he used to ride that 125. I've never really seen a rider, and it's very uncommon on a 125, to look so smooth but go so fast.
Yeah.
That's hard to do on a 125, isn't it? Because the usual mindset is I've got to just be hanging off the back. And he's just like, he's so precise. I really like Jamie as a rider.
He's efficient, isn't he?
But I think it's common knowledge, he got offered a really good Yamaha 125 team because he went for the tryout.
Yeah.
And I believe that it was offered to him. Now, he didn't go for that team, even though that's like a big, you could see it as a big opportunity.
Yeah, okay.
So what I'm trying to link it to, without being negative towards my own thing, is the Suzuki thing.
Yeah.
It's almost like being smart enough to know what is the right decision and what's a good opportunity.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's like the setup looks incredible. It's all like, for example, Yamaha trucks, flags and all the rest of it. But maybe the engine's not good. Or maybe they figured that out.
The backbone of it, yeah.
It's all just like an image, more of an image thing, you know what I mean?
I think on a personal level with the Suzuki, this whole Suzuki thing with you, I think the biggest issue with when that came around was the year before, I think they had quite a lot of budget. It was a good team. They had Graham.
Yeah.
They just won a British Championship. And then something obviously happened, maybe lost a sponsor or something. And when you came in, that budget wasn't the same. No, it was nowhere near the same.
Yeah.
And whether that budget was coming from someone on Graham's side or something, there was definitely a shift. Mm-hmm. I mean, I could probably ask Neil and he'd probably tell me, but like,
interesting.
I know you were having a tough time, but I also think Neil was having a tough time. I think everyone was having a tough time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they were trying and everyone was trying, weren't they? And,
the results, like you say, were just the confidence no one in the team was achieving.
Yeah.
Because we all were struggling like anything, wasn't we?
And then you get that spiraling, don't you? Where then Neil's falling out with you, and it's just like
never a big fallout.
No, but it was. You could feel the tension because he's under pressure from Suzuki and
asks questions. And, but it's similar. It makes a lot of sense. If the budget's not there to play with, then the important things like suspension are just like ruled out, and it's like, wow, we were on a 450 with like you remember that triple chamber.
Oh my god!
Forks where you had two. Was it triple chamber?
It had that little thing at the bottom, didn't it?
Yeah.
Just didn't work, did it?
We was meant to use that for the racing.
Yeah, they wanted you to use that, didn't they?
Yeah.
And you were just like, no.
Well, it's not a case that I don't think I'm super picky with it on the grand scheme of things, but you physically can't pump three things up and get it balanced. Do you know what I mean? It's three different variables.
But also, we didn't have the time really, I think, to test it.
No.
So even get it to a point where you would be like, all right with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's two defining points in my racing where that happened, where I'd come off a really good, and this is just part of learning. The year before was Verd Sports, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bike,
you were really comfortable with that bike.
Yeah, we had thingy suspension, didn't we? We had cone valves, tracks.
Yeah.
And the engine was quite proven. It was fucking great year. Leading laps, like really like going for it. And then you get a call saying, Suzuki UK want you, and you're getting paid, which was not a lot, but it's like...
It was something.
You kind of need... Yeah, and you're just like, oh.
No one else is paying.
Been working hard for this. and then you get on and like say there's just no.
I remember, mate. We were at a track. Where were we? We were at a track. I had a Suzuki 450 at the time.
Yep.
You got the call basically from someone there. We was at a track in Telford.
Right.
I remember we were like sat on like a mound or something, and you were like, "I've had a call, mate, like, and I don't know what to do."
Yeah.
And I remember going, "Mate, you're getting paid. Fucking go for it, mate. What are you thinking about?" And then,
Yeah, but this
and
is
you
the thing
went
in
to me that day.
hindsight.
Let me have a go on your bike.
Yeah.
And you did, and you went, "Yeah, it's all right." That.
Yeah. It's just the excitement of it,
Yeah.
isn't it? But it links to that thing where sometimes it's always not the right move. But
you actually liked the stock bike, didn't you? The bone stock bike.
yeah, because it was easy. It was just easy to ride.
Easy to ride, yeah.
But it wasn't good in a race situation.
No.
It was really quite tricky. So that is a defining moment where one year was good into an absolute shit one, and then the same 2018 was my best year in my career, wasn't it? Into the 19,
Yeah.
the whole Yam thing.
Again, yeah.
Mate, at Hawkston International, I got overtook every lap up the hill.
You had a meltdown, didn't you?
Yeah.
You was literally in full meltdown mode.
It was just so frustrating.
Again, that was just so frustrating, wasn't it? Because you got we're going Yam, was all pretty excited about it.
There's a lot of we can laugh about it now, but it's almost like
Matt had spent a load of money after the engine's done.
yeah. But it didn't work. And
No.
it wasn't his fault. It was all trying.
Probably wasn't even
things.
the tuner's fault. It was a brand new bike.
I don't know what happened.
It was a brand new, but that year that was the new
shape.
thing. So like everyone's learning, aren't they? It's probably not the best time to actually go, oh yeah, let's get on that.
No, it wasn't really at all. But so just to put that into perspective, from my side, so this is why I feel like people will think, oh, I understand why he's frustrated. You should be grateful for all support. Do you know what I mean? At times I was a bit fucking that pissed off that I might have forgot those things. But this is it from my side. 2018, EMX 250 podium. Do you know what I mean? Like fucking bike styled.
Yeah.
Worked hard. I went into that off season and I joined Tommy. Tommy was had a program and I was around his house. Do you know what I mean? And like I was all in. Do you know what I mean? Like I thought I'm done well this year, stepping up. So I was still coaching and working, but I was putting it in. Like it was not even fun. But I just thought I want to smash this next year. And then I get to Hawkston International and Lewis Hall passes me up the hill on his Kawasaki.
Yeah.
And nothing against Kawasaki's, but what would that do to your mind?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're not going to leave very happy.
I remember being there and trying to keep you confident, like trying to keep you positive.
You were like, yeah, you're doing good, mate.
Come on, no, it's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing's on fire yet. Like, you know what I mean? I'm thinking, fuck, Matt's sweating, getting all stressed. Like,
it's all a bit of fun at the end of the day, but
it's all a bit of fun. But Matt had probably spent 50 grand.
Yeah, but now we'd laugh. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's almost like you can get caught up in it so much, and it's so serious at the time.
Yeah.
And then you take a bit of a step back, and it's like, right, it is what it is. But yeah, that was really, really sort of demoralising. And I did the first round of the British on a stock engine because that other one was so bad.
Yeah.
And you just think, how have we got here?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Wasn't good, was it? Wasn't good.
So that is linked to the sponsorship because I use Jamie as an example. There's just bits you hear, like, I don't want to talk on behalf because I don't know, but he was lined up for a big team, I believe, because he won at Matterley, didn't he?
Yeah.
At the Nations last year, and then he just decided to do his own thing, I think.
It's crazy
because it works.
Or was that he had to pay money?
Could be this thing. But I can't see that.
You don't know?
Don't know. We don't know. But that's another thing.
Everything always looks pretty on the outside.
Yeah.
Does not normally, you know.
There's my two examples of my own. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yamaha, that was, yeah.
But I did ride the 450 and did well.
Yeah,
I think I finished second at Shell.
Well, that kind of fixed everything getting on the 450.
You just had power.
Yeah.
Give me some power, please.
But you had that KTM so dialed before.
I know, and then you just think...
And Colin put the work in on the dyno, didn't he? Like, everyone was smashing it. You had, obviously, he was doing all the suspension. Like, everything was like in-house at SPS, wasn't it?
We've not really discussed it, and I don't like really talking about my own stuff too much, but yeah, like just for reference, that 2018 EMX season, we're talking Clarkey,
Yeah.
Vial.
Yeah.
These were young. Vial was young at the time. Jet Lawrence,
Yeah.
Horgmo, Van der Moostijk.
Yeah. And we were just working out of a shed in Leicester.
It's true though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it was like...
Well, not a shed. He had quite a nice little
It was a good
setup.
engine though. We
Yeah.
ended up getting some work done to it and stuff. Bud Racing, Brian Maru.
Yeah.
The names are just endless. You had even Mel Pocock,
And
Martin Barr.
you had me running around the country trying to find them old Sean Simpson fucking
The
forks.
silvery ones, yeah.
Not
Maybe I
bad.
am quite fussy about suspension.
Not bad.
But
Like, get me another pair of these. There was 2 in the country, and I had to find both of them, didn't I?
it was weird. I just remember whenever I used the black ones.
But they were mine, weren't they? And you tried
I kept
them.
on going for a couple of seasons.
Yeah.
You know, when you just find something that works, and I just felt like I had so much more grip with them silver ones.
Well, I remember
It sat
riding on
through the
them
stroke.
when I'd bought them for my bike and was like, these are amazing.
Because maybe there was worn.
Yeah, and you were like, oh, let me try them.
Yeah.
And you were like, there. And I was like, oh, you can have them then. I couldn't get them, yeah. But they were just so good, weren't they? So I think they were like a hybrid factory fork, though, weren't they? Because they had the silver,
yeah.
stanchions.
It wasn't cross-hatched either.
No,
or it was cross-hatched.
It
so
had
the
a
oil
different,
used
yeah,
to.
it had a different.
I could
coating
tell
on
a
it.
difference, and even I wasn't.
Because Sean's
super,
brother was factory WP, wasn't he?
Yeah, there was something a bit different.
There was different.
I wasn't a super feely rider then. That was before how I am now, where I can feel everything. But I could just put them in the bite and I'd be happy.
Yeah.
But Colin's a good, person to talk to, because Colin, around that time, when I said you got me out, 2013, he was one of the first ones to say we're going to look after the bike, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I've never really had good suspension.
No.
And
he learnt with you, didn't he? Like,
we
along
learned
the way.
together, and we made improvements. It took some time, obviously, but
He's
we
a
was getting
funny
there.
guy, old Colin.
Yeah, but he's the one that, as friends as we was at the time, that I'd go and have breakfast with him and all sorts. You know what I mean? Really got to know them. But he did say, and he wanted to be dead straight with me. He says, it straight up, because this is how Colin was sometimes, wasn't he? He was like, Josh, we help you because we like you and we like what you're doing, but we have to get something from this.
Yeah,
we help you because the phone's ringing because of you.
Yeah,
he almost wanted to educate me, like, which was good actually thinking about.
Yeah, going back
rather than
at the
just
time
like,
you were probably thinking, "Fuck it out."
Yeah, but he was basically explaining why he helps me.
Yeah,
and he was saying that compared to last year's sales, and he gets a lot of people on the phone. Seeing Josh do this, that, and the other, he said, "This is why we do this.
It's worth it." Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's definitely worth it.
And the
for
investment going in is worth, obviously, the time.
And he had that chat with me.
Yeah,
there's many chats. We had some great times.
It's a shame
together.
all that broke down. Really, Colin was a nice bloke, but I think he was just going for his own.
There's a big mixture of things, and I think sometimes, they helped me a lot and helped me move so far. But I think when I was in that rhythm, and I was dedicated, and I was doing everything that I could, my progression was going fast.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just need someone that's more experienced.
Yeah, and probably someone
level,
someone who's able to give you the time.
Yeah.
It's different. When you got someone like Colin he's making his money building customer kits, doing stuff for customers. He needs to be doing that.
Yeah.
He can't be with you.
That's right.
You need someone who's like you, who's almost being paid to be with you.
Which
and that's when you're stepping up. You're never going to have that. It's so hard, isn't it?
We never did. But obviously, shout out now, Carl Anderson, he came.
Yeah.
He's friends with Colin and stuff. It was a transition that we need something for the EMX. The tracks are much rougher. You was pointing things out.
Yeah.
That with the bike.
Carl just had a bit more experience than he.
Yeah, and I rode Carl's setup the first time straight away, and I was like, this is stiff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He like sits in a whole different part of the stroke. But I was like, right, okay.
Yeah.
That would make sense for all the rough stuff and the heavy landings then. More to it. But yeah, I don't know. There's the sponsorship. Was there anything else you want to add to that? Because it's a big subject.
I think we've covered a bit. I mean, like we could probably do another one on that.
Just drop it into different bits.
But I really think like just let's focus on keeping our social media really tidy.
Yeah.
Keeping political shit off social media. Keeping opinions off social media. I find my personal one, I kind of am a little bit, I'll post my opinion on there and things like that. But especially Cooper's, your product, I'm not trying to sell myself anymore.
No.
It doesn't matter. But your product, be really careful with what you're posting. I see a lot of kids' Instagrams where the parents and the dads are obviously sharing adult stuff
Crosses over.
into the stories and stuff that really a kid shouldn't.
It's a red flag, isn't it?
Yeah, you just like, I'm like, pfft, it's a big red flag. I
Yeah.
wouldn't have anything to do with you.
Yeah.
So yeah, just clean it up.
Yeah. And also just see it as like sometimes it's best to see it as a long term. You're building a relationship, isn't it?
Yeah.
So here's some advice. This is probably something that I feel everyone should do. Get your sponsors a gift
Yeah.
at the end of the year.
That's one thing I need to be better at myself.
Not like anything serious, just like
Something.
I appreciate.
Yeah.
We all say it. Do you know what I mean? We'll say, oh, cheers, mate.
So see, there's different things, different levels with that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go and buy RFX a gift at the end of the year because I don't know who the who do I give the gift to?
Yeah.
You know,
For
like,
me,
like
it's
I
like,
need like what would I do with that? Would I get Toby a gift? Toby,
So-
would you like a gift? Would you like some chocolate?
No, like just like a
That's a corporate sponsor though, isn't it? Like obviously,
framed
yeah,
picture of Coop,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah,
and it's like, thanks for your support in 2025.
that's a good idea. Take note.
Yeah.
I
For
wanna
me,
do that.
that's a big thing because it's like you've got to appreciate everything that's being done.
I've got
small or big.
I've got
or-
a shirt ready to go to Grimshaw, but I always forget. Every time I've gone to see him, I forget to bring it with me. I need to just post it to him.
Well, that's something that is good for everyone, but I think it's a big thing.
Yeah.
And it helps to build the relationship moving forwards. Do your best for people, have a plan, and keep in touch,
Yeah, and
innit? Throughout the year.
set your expectations as well.
Yeah. Yeah. It just gets rid of confusion and everyone knows where they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
do.
do you reckon wrap it?
I'm rapping.
So yeah, we'll wrap this
a
episode, and we'll come at you again very soon.
Rishin MacBook needs charging.
It's pretty low, boy. But yeah, sponsorship, good topic, and we'd like to thank ours, P1 Construction, for bringing this podcast to you, and everyone else involved, man. Get you a gift. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.